You love owls, huh?
Liam just stuck his face up in the camera and did this really big cheesy smile, and it was the cutest thing ever. All right. Mommy's right here, honey. Hi. You want to help Mommy put the clothes in the dryer? Want to help Mama? All right. This is a heavy one. You got it? You love those, don't you? Thank you so much. You did a great job. All right. Great job, Liam. High five. Oh.
Hi.
Hi. You saying hi to the camera? You know what Mommy needs to do? Is wash the Christmas bedding, Liam.
Yeah.
Hello guys, it's a bit later in the day and I did promise in a vlog, a recent vlog, that I would talk all things pregnancy and updates and answer any questions that you guys have, because I started noticing a lot of comments about me not updating you guys, and there hasn't been like many pregnancy updates with this pregnancy, and you guys have forgotten that I was pregnant. So I was like, okay, maybe it's time that I sit down, and I didn't do that on purpose. It's more of just like, I'm just going and coasting through, and this pregnancy is just flying by, and I just really haven't sat down and talked all the things. So first things first, let's recap. I am in my second trimester officially. I am 19 weeks pregnant today as I am filming this video. Baby girl is the size of a mango today, and I just find that to be so exciting. And for the first time ever this morning when I woke up, I felt her move. Usually I only feel her move when I'm laying down for bed at night, and I woke up like to her moving, and it was just like this really cute kind of good morning kind of sensation. I was like, oh, and I said good morning to her, and it was really, really sweet. But she is definitely starting to move around a bit more. And I know a lot of people ask, like, what does that feel like? If you've never experienced the sensation of a baby moving inside of you, it is definitely an interesting one. And I started feeling her move around the very same time that I felt Liam move. I think I started feeling her move around 15 weeks, 15, 16 weeks. Is that right? Yeah, about that. And it just kind of feels like these little flutters in your stomach. And then as it progresses, it feels more of like you can feel her moving, or baby moving a lot more, where it feels like, oh, it's so hard to explain. It's almost like pressure in your stomach kind of rolling around and moving. And I told Larry, I was like, I wish you could feel what it feels like to have a miniature human move inside of your body. Like, it is just such an unreal feeling. And if you've never felt it, if you haven't felt it, it would just be like, you don't know. It's just one of those things that you have to feel. And it's just so incredible and so amazing. And I'm so blessed to be able to feel a baby move inside of me. It's just an incredible experience. And anyways, so that's kind of the update. A little backstory. My first trimester was pretty smooth for the most part. I started to get really nauseous around like week 7 to 9 was like my most extreme nausea. And for a long time, even now still, like if I cough, it'll trigger a gag reflex. It is just bizarre. But that was my most intense nausea moments, was week 7 to 9, and then it kind of tailored off and it wasn't so bad. Something that I definitely, and you guys know I've complained about it, that I am struggling with really bad is headaches and migraines. Like every single day headaches, terrible neck tension, terrible pounding headaches every single day. I have those compression ice packs that I wear on my head. I've talked to you guys about those before. I will link them below because they are such a lifesaver, because Tylenol does not work. You know, Benadryl does not work. I have been given a medication that I'm a little nervous to take from my OB, so I have not taken it yet. It's like acetaminophen, caffeine. Hold on, I have it. I'm afraid to take it. I know, I mean, they wouldn't have prescribed it if, you know, I shouldn't take it, but I did talk to her about it when I went in, and she said the bute can be dangerous in like the last trimester because baby can come out like addicted to whatever that is. And I'm like, I'm not taking that. Like, I don't want to take that. It's called bute acetaminophen caffeine. It's a 50-325-40 tablet. I don't know. I was like, I got a little nervous. I'm like, I will just deal with the pain because I don't know. It just made me nervous. And then you guys know that my doctor had ordered a CT scan for my migraines and headaches. I have previously been diagnosed with a pituitary adenoma. It was steadily growing over the years. And then poof, on my last scan, it just poof, disappeared. And I didn't question it. Now I'm starting to question it. I'm like, were they wrong? Did it actually not disappear? Is it growing? Whatever. But I also have, okay, so rewind to the CT scan. I have decided to wait to have that scan. Liam's coming in. Hi, sweetheart.
Hi.
I have decided to wait to have that scan until after I have baby girl. You want to sit on mama's lap? So, did you get rid of my questions? The scan is on hold for now. I just want to wait until... Liam, Daddy's calling you. You go see Dad. Dad's got your bell. Be careful. Careful. So yes, scan is on hold until after I deliver, and then until I'm feeling well. And then when it comes to the low iron, starting tomorrow, I get my first iron infusions. A lot of you guys get confused about the whole iron thing and are asking why I don't just take tablets. According to all of that, it takes a very long time for your body to actually absorb tablets. And then I know there's a lot of questions about just altering your diet and eating iron-rich foods, which I do. I do eat a lot of iron-rich foods, but I think just when you have a deficiency, sometimes you just need that extra help. So they are sending me off to have iron infusions. My ferritin level is supposed to be 100 or more, and it's at a 9. So they just want to get me back up to where I need to be. And then let's show you guys a little bump update. Like, I'm definitely popping now, guys. We're definitely pregnant. Not that we aren't, but we are. We're definitely showing now. So this is my 19-week bump. We are full on bumping now. I am also highly, highly out of breath, very bad. And it's just, I barely do anything. I'm not getting myself out and about for walks. I was for like a week, and then it got warm and hot in Florida again and muggy, and I was like, I don't want to walk when it's warm. I'm just that person where I thrive when it's cooler out. So I just haven't gone out. So let me answer some of your questions now. I think I kind of like wrapped that up. Liam's got a Santa bell. He's watching Polar Express with Larry. So I asked you guys over on Instagram to ask me any pregnancy related questions, and you guys have sent in a lot. I just messed that up. A lot of questions. So here, did I just get messed up again? It's also super dark. It's 4:20 in the evening, and it's like very cloudy and very overcast, but it's also getting dark. You guys know the clocks go back. This child right now. Liam, what are you doing? This is the most distracted Q&A pregnancy update ever. I'm sorry, but you guys understand. If you have a toddler, you know. Right, Liam? Anyways, here's all the questions that you guys have sent in. There is a ton of them, so I'm going to answer a few of them. First one is, when did you get your morning sickness? We went over that. Mostly week 7 to week 9. I didn't get any morning sickness with you. None. Mommy felt great. Maybe that's the difference between boy and girl. Do you know Mommy's having baby? You're going to have a baby sister?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right.
Eating.
Go to Stretch Mark Cream, the bio oil, guys. It is the best ever. It doesn't stain your clothes. It's like a weird, it's like an oil consistency, but it doesn't stick and like stain your clothes. It has a nice light scent. I will be 100% honest. I used it religiously when I was pregnant with Liam, and with baby girl, I've maybe used it 5 times, and I'm like, I haven't had a stretch mark yet, but I'm sitting there thinking if I do get one, it's because I didn't use my oil consistently. So now that I am definitely stretching and feeling tighter in the belly, I think I definitely need to be using that more. You can get it at Target. You can get it on Amazon. I will link it down below. It's amazing. Liam is like literally right here. That's mommy's music box. It's a Bluetooth music box. Do you guys have a name picked out for baby girl? We kind of do, but kind of don't. So we're pretty settled on one name. However, we're still trialing other names. And like if a name comes out that we like more, like I always go through name lists and I'll be like, okay, do we like this name better than the current name? And usually the answer is no. And it's another thing where I want to see her. Like I want Larry and I to like look at her and be like, okay, yes, that's 100% her name. Before like announcing it, I guess I would say. With both pregnancies, did you have different food cravings? I think definitely yes. Like with Liam, I feel like going off of memory, I craved a lot more like healthy foods. And with this pregnancy, like it's just whatever goes. Avocado toast disgusts me. I made it in a vlog the other day. I couldn't even finish it. I was like, I don't like avocado in this pregnancy like whatsoever, which is so weird. Like I do not crave avocado toast at all. And I remember back to being pregnant with Liam, I craved avocado toast a lot. With this pregnancy, it's more of like whatever is the quickest and easiest to consume, that's what I want. And it's different. I'm a lot more sweets this time around too. Oh my gosh. And I've also forgot to mention the acid reflux has begun. It literally started a couple of days ago. So right at like midweek, week 18 into week 19 of pregnancy, I have the acid reflux and I'm like, oh no, because I had that so bad when I was pregnant with Liam. It was the point like where with Liam, I couldn't eat spicy at all. But then it was like, I couldn't eat tomatoes, tomato-based products, pickles. Like I couldn't eat so many things because it would trigger my acid reflux. And I was consuming the daily amount of Tums that you're allowed to consume in a day when you're pregnant with Liam. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be there with this baby too, because it has already started and I'm not even halfway, guys. I'm 19 weeks. I have 21 weeks to go. What helped you with your pregnancy nausea? Honestly, eating small meals frequently, trying to eat as much as possible. Like not letting myself get hungry. I don't think anything really helped. Like those little sour pop, they didn't help me at all. If anything, they triggered me worse, those like sour candies. So I would just say try to eat more frequently, sip on water. I remember like shoving saltines in my mouth and like having a big sip of water and like helping the saltine dissolve because it was making me gag to chew a dry saltine cracker. Whew. I remember that moment. It was rough, but stay hydrated and eat. Is this your last pregnancy? A fellow IVF mama? Yes, I believe so. This is our last pregnancy and I'm very thankful. I'm very excited. I'm trying to like cherish this last pregnancy, but I feel like it's just flying by so fast. Are you in nesting mode yet? No, I don't think so. Like I'm starting to clean and declutter, so maybe in that way nesting, but with getting her room set and organized, not yet. I'm still brainstorming with that because right now I have a queen size bed in there and bedside tables, and I'm like, that's where she's gonna be sleeping, but at the same time she's gonna be sleeping with us for the first 6 months beside the bed, so it's like it's not that big of a deal, but I still want to get it organized. I'm much more relaxed this time around than I was with Liam, maybe because it's like the first pregnancy versus the second pregnancy, like you know what to expect. How have you been feeling mentally and emotionally during this pregnancy? Honestly, not bad. Like mentally, I feel pretty good. Like I feel like I know what to expect. I know it's coming. And emotionally, I have cried more than usual. I feel like I'm more sensitive. I'm already a sensitive person anyways, and I'm an emotionally connected individual, so I feel people's feelings like very, very deeply, and I feel my own feelings very, very deeply. But yeah, I feel like I'm doing great. I feel like I would do much better if I didn't have constant headaches and migraines every day, because then that makes me kind of like sad and depressed and a little bit upset, because I'm like, how am I going to function? But in general, guys, I'm doing really well. Thank you. Which pregnancy was harder for you, and does Liam realize he's going to be a big brother? Definitely, I feel like this pregnancy has been harder. I always said with Liam that I wouldn't know I was pregnant if I didn't know I was pregnant. That pregnancy was just so smooth sailing. Right up until the end, it started to get a little complicated because my amniotic fluid was leaking and it was getting very low, and I was having to go to the doctor a lot, and I still had to have the iron infusions in the 3rd trimester. Whereas this one, I've had constant headaches, migraines, iron infusions are starting in the 2nd trimester. So there are some things that are starting earlier and some things that I think are a lot more intense. Like, why am I getting monthly migraines? It's as if I'm getting a cycle, like a period cycle. I'm still getting monthly migraines on top of then headaches that are every single day. It's just been the worst with that. But I would definitely say Liam's pregnancy was much easier than baby girl's pregnancy. And does Liam realize he's going to be a big brother? I think so. We are working on that. Like, he points to belly now, he points to baby, he says baby. So I think he's getting there. We'll just see how that transition. I'm so excited to see like him see the new baby, like his little sister. I'm excited to see him become a big brother, but there's also this part of me that's so, and I don't know if this is a weird feeling or if this is a completely normal feeling, but I feel I'm so excited to have 2, but then I feel so bad for Liam in a way, because I'm like, oh my gosh, because he's like my baby. Like, oh my God, there was 2 squirrels that were, I don't know, the whole house was like shaking. These 2 squirrels just chase each other. But it's like, there's gonna be a new baby coming into the mix. And like right now, the world revolves around Liam. Like, Liam is our one and only. And then there's gonna be this new baby that comes in, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. And I know it'll be fine. And you know, we're gonna love both babies so much, and they're gonna be the cutest little brother and sister, and it's gonna be great. I'm sure there's times that are gonna be really difficult, but I'm just like, he's my little man, guys. You know what I mean? Like, he's just been there since day one. I know you guys know what I'm saying. Like, if you're a parent and you have one and then it's like introducing that second, it's like, how is that first one going to respond to that and react to that when they're just so used to just having you and dad like all the time and not having to share their time? You know what I mean? This is just a very open, relatable, non-judgmental zone conversation, guys. When are you due? My due date is April 10th. Would you try to deliver unmedicated? No epidural. No. No. No, 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 because I've felt those contractions, and more power to all the very strong, brave women that go no medication. That is incredible and amazing, but I am not one of those women, and it's still incredible and amazing to give birth even with an epidural. For me, no. However, I am also very aware that I have the chance of being denied an epidural because of my low blood platelets, which is another issue. And when I get pregnant, they go even lower. And if they get below a certain point, you are not allowed to have an epidural, which almost happened to me with Liam. So to answer that question, my preferred choice, if I can get the epidural, I'm getting the epidural. However, I'm very aware that I may be denied an epidural. And then yes, I will deliver with no epidural. So I will let you guys know how that goes. Have you managed to get your vitamin D and iron deficiency sorted out? You look absolutely glowing. Thank you. It's probably the makeup. But yes and no. Like, no, nothing has changed. I haven't had a recheck. I'm starting my infusions, and I have started taking a vitamin D tablet, but I don't think anything really has changed. I have to get my blood levels checked again. Are you planning on breastfeeding again? What would you do differently? So yes, my plan is to breastfeed. What I would do differently is, I remember with Liam, I was trying to breastfeed him, and he was losing weight in the beginning, which is normal for babies who are breastfeeding. And I started getting really panicky about not being able to see how much he was eating, and his pediatrician recommended that I pump. That way I could stop being so anxious and have peace of mind and see how much he was getting. So then Liam decided that he didn't want to work for it and breastfeed because it was so much easier to have it through the bottle. So then he wouldn't breastfeed. So I was like full-time pumping, and I am not doing that this time. I don't know how vocal I was last time about the whole pumping experience, but it triggered a lot of anxiety for me. Every time I was like hooked up to the pumps, I would have such chest anxiety, guys. It was like I was having a hard time catching my breath. There was moments where I was calm, and then moments where I was like, oh my gosh, like, is it done yet? I was getting so spazzy, and I was like literally looking it up, like, what is this feeling? My camera is like overheating. I'm hoping baby girl latches and we have great luck with breastfeeding, and what will be will be. The other thing with Liam with pumping is Larry helped me so much. He would feed Liam the bottle and I would pump. That way I wasn't like having to feed and pump. Of course, I still fed Liam too, but I was doing like, pumping is like a full-time job. It's intense. It's a lot. And I was like, it's just not going to happen this time. Like, it's just going to be the breastfeeding, or we're going to move on to formula if breastfeeding does not work out. Fed is best. Whatever happens, happens. I will be very open and honest with you guys with whatever that journey is. I will let you know how it goes. But my goal is to breastfeed her. I really hope it works out. That's my dream. That's what I really want. Are you nervous about labor this time round? I'm actually not, but I also feel like I have such a while to go. The only nerves that I have when it comes to labor is anything unexpected, which can always happen. And then of course being like denied an epidural. That's the only nerves that I have with labor. Okay, there is a lot of you guys asking how it feels for this being your last pregnancy. How does it feel knowing it's your last pregnancy? How are you feeling about this being your last pregnancy, et cetera, et cetera? You guys are like really wanting to know. I'm actually so at peace with it. I think like we're finally at that stage with Liam, with him being 2 years old and 3 months. Like, he's sleeping through the night and it's great. He's like much more independent, and now you realize you have a newborn coming in and you're gonna go through like the no more sleep. The sleepless nights are gonna start all over again. And I am excited for that in a way, because I want to cherish that, because she is our last baby ever, and I just want to soak that in and cherish it so much. But I'm also very much at peace with her being our final piece to the puzzle, like our final family member. Like, I'm just so at peace with it, guys. There's not, well, ask me after, like, I don't know, sometimes things happen where you think you're so at peace with it, and then like 6 months go by postpartum and you're like, oh my gosh, I want another baby. You know, the baby fever hits. So, but right now, totally at peace with it. And I'm excited to have our little family. Do you have the same OB that you had with Liam? Yes. Okay, here is one secret. Okay, so I was gonna do a full video on this, and I still am planning to do it. Girl names you like but are not choosing. Here's a name that I really, really, really love, but Larry cannot stand. So I'm just gonna throw it out there for you. Well, there's two, Claire and Clara. Clara for, the Nutcracker, like she's the main character in the Nutcracker. I think that name is beautiful. And Claire, I think it's a beautiful name. Larry, no, no, no. So there's a little, that will not be her name. And there is a name, two girl names that I loved, but will not be using, because Larry's like, My battery overheated, guys. Okay, so this next question is currently 12 weeks with number 2, and I almost forget I'm pregnant because I have a toddler. Does this happen to you? Yes, and honestly, I feel like that's why I haven't updated you guys as much, because I'm just so busy in life, like toddler life, that it's not that you forget in a way that you're pregnant, but you kind of just go through your days, and before you know it, the day's over. Before you know it, the week's over. Before you know it, it's the next freaking month. It's the next holiday. It's Christmas. It's New Year's, and holy heck, you're in the hospital delivering. Literally, that's how it feels. I don't know. I feel like time always goes quick, right? But when you're a mom, I feel like it goes 10 million times quicker. So yes, it happens to me. I feel like though, the more I start to show, the more I'm like, right, I'm pregnant. The more I start to feel her move, I'm like, she's in there, I'm pregnant. So, but it is funny, isn't it? Guys, this acid reflux is so bad right now. My throat is on fire. This is something that I regret not doing. Somebody said, are you doing the same pictures and poses that you did with Liam for baby girl? Like this, but different. I posted so many like baby bump pictures when I was pregnant with Liam that I have not done in this pregnancy. And honestly, guys, I feel like part of that is because life moves fast, and part of it is my own insecurities with my body right now, which I'll be very open about and talk about. I just feel like my body has changed a lot, and that is okay. Like, that's totally okay. I have to remember, like, I have had a baby and I have gone through years of hormones and fertility drugs, and I am pregnant with baby number 2. And I don't feel very confident in my body. I am pretty sure those underwear that I wore in all of those pictures with my pregnancy pictures with Liam, they wouldn't go over my thigh right now, okay? So I just feel like I'm at a different place, and I do want to just put on the bra and underwear set and take a picture. Just have Larry take my picture. Even just have Liam reaching up to touch, you know, belly, and just, I want those memories to look back on, and I don't want my insecurities to stop me as they have so far. I don't think I have not taken, like, I've taken one. I think I posted one belly bump picture over on Instagram, and it was very recent, and it still wasn't like an underwear and bra thing. It was more of like, I was in a sports bra, but like I had pants on. And that's okay too, like whatever you're comfortable with sharing, because I do know, like, I'm posting this picture not just for family and friends, but like also for people on the internet to see. And it's kind of like, it's vulnerable, you know what I mean? But for myself, I do want to post one, and just to show other women out there that it's okay. Like, our bodies do change. It's okay to share our bodies in our changing ways. And I want to be that person that's okay with that. I want to share that and be vulnerable in that, because, you know, we're not meant to be, I think we all have this vision in our head on what our bodies are supposed to look like, and that's just not realistic, and it's not the case. And I think we're all our own worst enemies with that. So I'm going to post pictures. I am going to do better, and our bodies are amazing and they are beautiful, and I need to remember that, period. All right, guys, and that's really it on the questions. So I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of vlog styled Q&A. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. I have my first iron infusion tomorrow, so I'm going to film that. And we also have our 20-week anatomy scan coming up next week, so I'm really excited. So anyways, lots of more pregnancy and updates to share with you guys. I'm sorry I haven't been as sherry. I just feel like life is flying by with that. But love you guys so much. Thank you, and I will see you guys again in the next one.